Ubiest of the tubiest. The best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you. And I'm 50 plus. And I appreciate you guys watching. I also would like to ask you, if you like to see me cooking, and you want to see me cooking on the truck, I'm also going to be cooking at home. I got another channel. It's called 18 Wheels and Cooking. And at the top here, or somewhere over there in that corner, there will be a little round circle with an eye in it. If you click that, it's going to have all the little iCards in there, and one of those iCards is going to have a link that's going to take you directly to my new channel. I want you to go over there and like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell to that channel, and when I start uploading the food, you will get to see it. Okay, there's one on there. It's basically me cooking a pork belly, and I just put that on that channel so that there will be a little bit of content. So but I plan to upload at least twice a week on that cooking channel, and I would like you guys to help me grow it. So please go to that little iCard, wherever it is up there, click it, go to my new page, and like and subscribe to it, and click on the notification bell so you'll know when I'm putting on some food. Okay, I appreciate that. Now I'm going to answer a couple of questions from the previous video when I put a video up that had some equipment that you guys may need when you get onto flatbed, when you're coming over. Is that everything? Of course, it's not everything, but that is a few things that I like to have that I feel like it makes my job easier, and it can make your job easier. And as I start using those things, I'm going to make videos about those. I did go back into that video, and I put a couple links in the description that takes you to places where you can buy those products. I do not get kickback from it. I don't get paid for it, any of those things. All I'm doing is passing on information from me to you, things that help me and that may help you. And you know, you may have a different idea, you know, do things a little different than me, and that's just fine. But I just like to show you guys what I know, because if I show what I know, then you know that I'm showing you facts. Okay, period. No hype, no nothing. You'll see me using. I'll let you know if I think it's a good product or not. So far, those things are that I showed you on that video are necessities, and they most definitely make your life easier. Okay, so for the answer to one of those questions was where do you get them? I did put the link there, and you should be able to go back to that video and see them. Okay. The next question is, does Melton take hair follicles during a urine test? Basically, the question was, do they take, what kind of drug test they give, and it's a hair follicle and a urinalysis. Okay, and that's pretty industry standard. Okay, there's this clearinghouse thing now that you may have to go through. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not exactly sure. You know how that works. I know that I did do it because I did it during orientation. But you go through this clearinghouse, and that's the way that you can, you know, you're monitored with your drug and alcohol tests, you know. And you know, the bottom line is, if you're worried about how far they go back and you know what they test for and what kind of test they get, you have issues that you need to deal with outside of coming into truck driving. I'm not telling you that you can't do it. I'm not talking bad to you. I'm not talking down to you. I'm just explaining to you that there's some industries that you know won't have a real big issue with even your medical marijuana. But in this industry, you can't be impaired. I don't care if a doctor prescribed it to you. He doesn't get, your doctor or any doctor does not get permission to prescribe death onto someone else because they prescribed you a narcotic that takes your faculties away. Okay, it may fix or help to subside some symptoms that you may have, and I hope that it does, because if it gives you relief, my heart goes out to you, and I'm glad for it. However, your relief should not cause someone else to you know, be in the back of a meat wagon and their family missing them forever because you was intoxicated or under some sort of drug behind the wheel of one of these trucks, okay? It doesn't turn out well. When the truck hits a car hits a truck, it just does not end well for the car, okay? So we have to drive these vehicles in our right mind, you know, and this particular industry just doesn't have room for that. So you got to be able to survive life without those indulgences. And if you're not ready to give up those indulgences, or you know, it's just been a few weeks since you've given up those indulgences, you might need to wait a while, because they will do a hair follicle. And the problem is, if you fail a DOT drug test, it's going to truly hurt you getting into this industry. So make sure that you're clean before you go take a drug test, okay? And then be resolved that you're done with that. If you're not, then it's probably going to be kind of a tough industry for you, okay? Another question is asked about coming aboard Melton. You're going to need to already have your CDL. So you need to be able to go to a school to get your CDL. You do not have to have experience. You just need to have a CDL. You get experience when you get here. They put you with a mentor, okay? If you do not have a CDL and you want to get into the industry and get into this industry, however, you know, you're restricted by you know, finances. You know, a lot of us been out of work for quite a while because of this coronavirus stuff. Well, then you can go with a mega carrier and go through it. You'll do a year with them, and essentially get your CDL almost free. So, you know, on the bottom of the videos there'll be a link to Swift Transportation, and if you go to Swift Transportation in your application, there's going to be a driver code. You can put my mentor's driver code on there, and you may be able to get him as your mentor. And he was a really, really good mentor. I talked to him daily, sometimes several times a day. Really good guy, and I learned a lot from him. But you know, there's other companies that will help you get your CDL after you've gotten it, and you stay with them for a year, and you got that year under your belt, and you may want to come on over here to Melton and bring your CDL on over here. Come make you some good money. I gotta tell you, man, everybody don't have to drive flatbed. You want to drive reefer or dry van or tanker or whatever you want, hey, you need to do what your heart desires. You know, the flatbed ain't for everybody. That's just the bottom line. But I will tell you this: if you plan on getting into the real money driving trucks, you're gonna get into the flatbed and open deck stuff, especially trailers and things of that nature. That's where the good money is, okay? But flatbed is where it starts. So now, that being said, I'm pushing flatbed pretty hard because that's what I'm doing right now. But I started in dry van, then I did some reefer. I didn't do some reefer. I drove a refrigerated trailer. I pulled a refrigerated trailer, okay? I never done a reefer, okay? But you know my point. And I will tell you that I would not trade the time that I spent as an OTR driver, number one, and the time that I spent pulling that box, because when you pull that box, you got to bump the docks. That means you're going to do a lot of backing, and it helps you to maneuver the trailer. Even if you got into flatbed and you don't do a whole lot of backing, the backing that you will have to do will come a lot easier for you if you've already been doing a lot of it with that box behind you. The difference is the spreads, the axle spread apart instead of tandemed. Man, the trailer act different, you know. But still, you'll have a good amount of experience there with backing, so to kind of help you learn it a lot better. Okay, so I still wouldn't trade that time that I spent, because I learned a lot. I really did. And contrary to popular belief, y'all know, look, yeah, I'm wiping sweat. Listen, I turned the truck off because the sound of the truck running messes with the microphone. So I get the sweat while we have this video, if you don't mind. But listen, contrary to popular belief, if you go to Swifty Transportation, hey, that's a good company. They're a good company. You know, everybody likes to pick on the big guy. That's just it, man. You know, that was a day where it was a different company. You know, JB Hunt, they was a top dog, and everybody bitched about JB Hunt. Now Swift is a top dog, so everybody bitch about them. You know, but this is an industry that is saturated to its completeness of people who just don't do anything but bitch and cry. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. That's the way this is. That's the way it is. And they're gonna find something to bitch about no matter what. And they bitch about Swift because they think that, well, they have a bunch of wreck outs. You know what? Who don't? Who don't? Okay? Everybody does. And does Swift have more than others? They should, since they have the most drivers. Well, all their drivers are young and all of that. That's because they are helping you. They're willing to take you. Yeah, you were flipping a hamburger last week, turned 21, and they let you come over. They helped you get there. They paid for your CDL while you got it and let you pay them back over time. Then they put you in a truck with someone to train you. Then they put you in a nice piece of tractor to go out there and make a living and do real well with it. So talk about them like you want. Everybody got to eat, whether you're 21 or 51 or 61 or 81, doesn't matter. Everybody got to eat, and I would rather that 21-year-old get out there and go make it on his own than to get the holier than thou and you know, I deserve mentality. Prefer that you go out there and make that money on your own. You know, be a man, be a woman, and fend for yourself. Go out there and bust it, and Swift Transportation will allow you to do it with nothing. Just go ahead and go on over there. As long as your license, you can be legally hired and to drive, then they help you get your CDL and get going. So will Prime. You know, so there are companies out there that will help you get your CDL and get going. And that's the main thing, to just get out there and do it. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to all that crap. Just go get her done, man. And I promise you, at the end of the day, you're going to be happy. And let me just tell you this way. If you decide 6 months in, a year in, that you really don't want to do this, then don't. Stop driving trucks and go do something else. But keep your CDL active. Because as long as you got that CDL, you're going to be able to feed your family. Okay? All right, I yapped long enough. Plus, it's hot. So I got to go. Turn this truck on and give me some AC. Guys and gals, please check out my channel. My new channel, 18 Wheels and Cooking, and so like it, subscribe to it, so that I can grow the subscriptions over there, so we can spread more. And I'm gonna start uploading more videos, and you guys will be able to make requests for me to cook that week. The first request has already been requested a few months back for a lasagna, and I'm gonna do a lasagna on the truck. Okay. So that will be the first thing that I actually put on the truck. The rest of them you're going to see me doing at home, okay? So anyways, and I'll be doing a lot of cooking at home, and then I'll portion it up to take on the truck, okay? So I appreciate you guys. Please go to my channel and share what you see over there, and let's see if we can grow it. Until I see you again, deliver undistracted, and don't overstuff yourself with my delicious meals that you'll see coming. And here's your boop, guys, and boop.